Really wanted to talk to you about the first of the workshops that we're running at the conference because we've got some fantastic people. First guy is called Steve Davey, and Steve's been around for a long time. His focus is on how do you build value in your business. Most of us don't really realize the value that we've got, and we undervalue it, and you've got to know this stuff. Steve's going to take you through some really clear processes on how to really look at and identify the real value. Doesn't matter whether you're selling your business or not, right? All businesses should be sale ready, so they should know this stuff. So if you come along to Steve's workshop, he's going to give you the processes and the ways to look at what is the value, how do you value it, and how do you really make sure you get the most out of your business. The second workshop speaker we've got is a wonderful guy called Regan Thomas. Right? He's a financial advisor, he's an ex-banker, and he's an old car fanatic. Right? He knows this stuff. Now what he's going to talk about is something that most of us don't want to even think about, frankly, which is what happens if the unexpected happens? What happens if one of your key people, for some reason, isn't able to turn up to work? And frankly, this happened to one of my clients a few years ago where the dad was killed in an accident, right? And they were not prepared. Right? Now hopefully this never happens, but you've got to have this stuff lined up and know what to do. So Regan in the workshop is going to take you through what to do, what sort of things do you need to have ready, what sort of information, stuff about passwords, all that sort of stuff. Highly interactive. He's going to be asking you lots of awkward questions which you're not going to know the answer to, but actually that's the good thing, right? Because it'll really get you thinking around what if and what do we need to do. So it's a fantastic practical workshop. So what you're going to walk away with here is a whole bunch of things that you need to do, information that you need to put in the right place. It might be talking to key members in the team or in the family, and a plan, so that if something does happen, you can just kick the plan in and your contingency plan starts to really work for you. So our third speaker is Rachel Shepherd. Now Rachel is dealing with the thing that a lot of us really freak out about in terms of how do we hire good people and how do we make sure they align with our values, particularly in family business, right? Whether it's on the farm or the business, we've got to have people that align with our values. And that's the tricky bit. So Rachel in the workshop she's running is going to take you through a really clear process. First, looking at, well, what are your values? What are the things that are really important when working in your business? How do you align the team to this? How do you actually start to assess any potential employees that come along? Do they have similar values? Can you work with them well? Will they fit in with your family business? It is different in family business compared to corporates, right? The hiring is not the same. The values side is really, really important here. And at times, if I'm honest with you, working in a family business has some challenges. It is different. So Rachel's going to take you through how to do this, things to watch out for, and the specific steps that you need to take to make sure you hire really well. Our fourth workshop is being run by Ron Shelwick. Ron's been around for a long time, and what he's going to be talking about is how do we really build our ideal business? Whether this is on the farm and we want to expand in certain ways, or a business, what actually are the things that we need to think about that often we don't, right? With Ron's experience, he's worked with numerous businesses all across New Zealand. And so he knows actually how to look at the business in a way that we often don't. We're too close to it at times. He's developed a process as a trusted advisor to a lot of different family businesses to really start looking at what is our ideal business, what are the types of outcomes that we need, and how do we ask the questions that really provoke our thinking around what we can do with this. Because usually there's so much more that we can do with our farm or our business than we actually see. So the outcomes here that you're going to get from Ron is a checklist, some really important questions for you to think about, and more importantly, questions that get you to go, wow, hadn't thought of that. And that, starts giving you that edge to how to really get the most out of your farm or